League One Uber Eats is going along quite nicely. The Champions League, however, well, predictably, it's been a bit tough. Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part A of my management stint with Lille over in France. And like I said in the intro there, the League One Uber Eats going very, very nicely indeed. A little bit better than I expected, if I'm honest. The Champions League, however, is proving to be very tough, and I thought it would be. Let's have a look at what's been going on. So lots of shiny green dots there as far as League One Uber Eats is concerned. The Champions League, however, the 1-1 draw against United was actually a very good result. And to be fair, probably the best result that we've had, that home game. And yeah, not too, I mean, I was a little bit perplexed at the time, but when you kind of look at the, the games we played afterwards, Feyenoord at home, a 1-1 draw in that one. Valencia away, a 2-2 draw in that one. I mean, maybe that's a good result as well. But Valencia are having a car crash of a season in the Champions League. They're absolutely hopeless in there. I thought we might nick that. We didn't do. And then we come through to Liverpool at home and a very narrow 1-0 loss. Today we are going to be playing two games and very, very tough indeed. I don't think I'm going to get my usual, I love my 6-point episodes. I think that's going to be off the table today. Two away games, Paris Saint-Germain in the league, and we've got Arsenal, which is the last game in the Champions League stage, and that's away from home as well. And I have just noticed there that the next game we play is that Paris Saint-Germain game at their place, and predicted to be heavy snow and -4. So, I mean, who's going to settle to that? The best team? I don't know. I don't think it'll suit either team, really. For most of the season, the overall balance has been hovering around just under 40 million. So we've been looking very healthy in there. In recent weeks, it's dropped like a stone, just under 24 million now. So we are losing money again. Transfer budget of 1 million, wage budget, or about 200,000 under that. I think I have shown you this lad already. He's the acquisition for January, in the January transfer window. 19-year-old wonder kid from River Plate, Ruben Dario Godoy. And, well, he's an advanced playmaker. And he kind of fits into my plans, for the formation and tactic very, very nicely indeed. And I'm already starting to work on transfers for next season. 1st of July, Jared Branthwaite comes in from Everton on a free. 28-year-old, loads of experience, can play right across the back and as a DM as well. 6'5", left-footed, and I'm going to try and play him as a wing-back. He's got the physicals to do it, but we are very heavily populated in left-footed centre-backs. So unless one of them goes, and the transfer window is still open, so one of my centre-backs could go, I don't know yet. Do not adjust your sets. This is the league table. Paris Saint-Germain are having a little bit of a wobble at the moment. I'm guessing they won't wobble against us, but they have been having a bit of a wobble, and they're in second place at the moment, 18 games played, 41 points, and we have a 4-point lead on them. But like I say, we do play them in the next game. And the Champions League looking a little bit dicey now. All of those draws have done us no favours at all. 9 points. I think we'll drop out into the 25th, 26th position. So we'll drop out of those playoff positions once we've played Arsenal. That's our last game. It's at the Emirates. We're not going to win that one. So I think our Champions League campaign for this season could be over. But it's been valuable experience and has brought a little bit of money in. Not as much as I would have liked. Well, they don't come much bigger than the next two games we've got for you in this episode. It's Paris Saint-Germain and it's at their place. And then we'll be in the dugout for the away game against Arsenal. And it's the last game in the Champions League stage. Paris Saint-Germain, here we come. If we can put one over on them, we could go 7 points ahead of them in the league. I know, it's a big ask. So we have had our statutory injury just before the game. There's always one, isn't there? Something that needs sorting out, I feel. But anyway, Hamza, my right wing back, he's got injured. Can't play this game. Didario, obviously, he's my starter anyway, but I have no cover for that right-hand side now. The other thing that's happened is that one of my strikers got a really bad injury, out for 4, 5, 6 weeks, I think it was. And I kind of figured that playing 2 strikers and then having no backup wasn't the right thing to do. So we've gone to this system now. And against Paris Saint-Germain, I have dropped to a mid-block, which is not really me, but I just kind of feel like, I mean, do you go for it against Paris Saint-Germain and leave yourself wide open? Or do you play a bit more cautiously? Playing cautiously is not really in my DNA, but it's Paris Saint-Germain. I'd like to get something out of this game. So we've got Desplanches in goal. Yes, that's another thing that Football Manager has done to me. Alterio was got injured, out for 4 weeks. He's on a fitness today, but I don't want to start him. So Desplanches in goal. Back 4 of Loco, Avia, Bitsiabo and Didario. We have 2 holding players today, Sotelo and Yao Gomez. Yao Gomez seems to have picked up his form a little bit. So let's hope that doesn't, it's not the kiss of death today. Cromachi is going to play the playmaker today, and we've got 2 attacking midfielders on, Ngoma and De Andrea, who are very, very capable of breaking any defence down, and we have Matos up front. So the predicted snow doesn't seem to have materialised, but anyway, we do get the game underway, and it's Paris Saint-Germain with the ball now, just playing the ball around the back, and they're doing a good job here because they're pulling us further and further out of our half. I'm guessing there's going to be a ball pinged through for a runner in a minute. Mbappe. I don't know how we're winning this league. Well, not winning it, are we? But I don't know how we're top of this league at the moment with the players that they've got. You know, the names roll off the tongue, don't they? Mbappe. Can we get a tackle in? Tackle, lads. No. Mbappe's got the ball, swings it in, ball's fired in. Desplanches there, my backup goalkeeper, doesn't cover himself in glory, and well, we are losing 1-0. Quite poor this from my goalkeeper. I mean, this was a little bit soft, wasn't it? I mean, I'm not quite sure what he was doing. That was very easily savable. So we've not turned up for this game at the moment. Mbappe floats across in. Desplanches flaps at that one. Bitsiabu absolutely hoofs the ball out when there's no opposition players around him. I mean, go figure. So it looks like PSG's wobble has come to an end. And, well, wouldn't you know it, it's come to an end against us. They're absolutely taking us to the cleaners. Ball into the box. I mean, it certainly doesn't help when, you know, you've lost your main goalkeeper. And sometimes the game knows what it's doing, doesn't it? Ngoma does win the ball there. I mean, we're not going to know we've lost the ball there. So Emery fires the ball to Yeremy. That's in the back of the net. The flag is up though, so that's a bonus. And let's have a quick look at that one. Ooh, it's very tight, but it was offside. Well, believe me, in the league, that is the worst that we've played for literally months. No shots. Absolutely nothing. I know it's Paris Saint-Germain, but we're 4 points clear of them in the league. Not quite sure what's going on there. Yeah, we are very, very, very angry at that. Come on, lads. I mean, we're better than this. We're much better than this. I mean, unfortunately, Ngoma and De Andrea are very, very tired. Not quite sure what to do there. Do we keep them on? Do we replace them? Okay, I think we're giving Paris Saint-Germain way too much respect here. We have gone attacking now. I've changed my front 3 now. Lovumbo, Banicic and Casas have all come on up there. In fact, I think we're going to put Casas as well on an attacking duty. We need to do something here because, I mean, we're not... Well, scoreline-wise, we're not getting battered. Stats-wise, we're getting absolutely demolished. This is an awful, awful, awful performance. So we're in the 63rd minute and still we've not had a shot on goal. The front 3 are changed now. Got fit legs on there. And we've still not had a shot on goal. And it's all PSG. All PSG now. Mbappe. So with this now, with this win, they are going to claw themselves back just a point behind us. Mbappe with the corner. Header, and that is going to get picked up by Agati. Oh, Agati just decides to kick the ball out. Maybe our fortunes are changing a little bit. Okay, just had the prompt from the assistant manager, so I've made 2 more changes. Gonzalez, you've not seen an awful lot of him, but he's come on as the attacking midfielder, and Casas has dropped to the playmaker. Hadu has come on to replace a very, very tired, once again, a very, very tired João Gomez. Well, either Paris Saint-Germain are absolutely awesome at the back, or we are absolutely rubbish up front. I know we're not rubbish up front, but we still, in the 72nd minute, still have not had a single shot. Banicic over the top, Lavumbo. He was onside, and that's hit the post. So that shot from Lavumbo that hit the post, that was our first shot in the game. Absolutely appalling performance this. And we have Arsenal next in the Champions League. It doesn't get any easier, does it, really? This is going in, I think. Did Desplanches get a touch on that? Or is it a dead ball? Okay, a ball out of defence there, straight to a PSG player. I mean, PSG, I don't think have even got out of second gear here. I mean, they've just not had to work hard for this at all. We've been absolutely shocking. And 2-0 it is, and there goes our 4-point lead at the top. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. I don't want to see that again. Okay, 3 minutes of time added on, and Paris Saint-Germain once again with the ball. I think we've had the ball once, haven't we? That was that lovely ball over the top for Lavumbo that hit the post. PSG coming forward once again. Are they going to make it a little bit more emphatic? Is it going to be 3-0? It is 3-0. And I mean, to be fair, I'm not. What's the referee looking at here? Is he looking at offside? VAR are getting involved. It is disallowed, so back to a little bit more respectability. It's 2-0. Miles offside. Well, quite simply, that performance is a disaster. That performance is not a performance of a team who are challenging for the league title. That's a performance of a relegation team. That was literally awful. Well, I'm sorry about that. I feel like I should apologise, because putting a game like that on camera, I thought we would put up a little bit of a fight there. I thought we would actually give them a game, because we are top of League One Uber Eats. We still are, but they've reduced that gap. And my word, did they batter us and show us what a really, really, really poor team we are. Shocking. Embarrassing. Really, really sorry about that. Okay, I don't think it's going to get any better in the next game. If we're putting that kind of performance again, it's Arsenal, it's the Champions League, and I think we're going to be out of the Champions League. But, you know, maybe tiredness. I think maybe tiredness had a little bit of a, you know, something to say in that game. Maybe the tiredness issue will go away once we're not in the Champions League. We are still in the French Cup, but we'll see you in the dugout. It's at the Emirates. I've got a plane to catch. And in one of those weird coincidences, we're actually playing Arsenal next. Before the game kicks off, Luca De Andrea has agreed to leave Lille and join Arsenal. The fee, 74 million, and the board have agreed that 46 million will be added to the transfer budget. So I think after this game, I'm probably going to go on a bit of a shopping spree. Okay, quite a rotated team today. Obviously, De Andrea has gone now. I don't know whether he'll be starting for Arsenal, but it would not surprise me if he didn't score today. I think we are going to bring Alterio back in goal. Hopefully he's fit for the game. Back four of De Krook, Villa, Salas and Hamza. The two holding players are Casado and Hadu. Kramachi is still going to play the DLP. Banicic comes in for Ngoma because the front three in that last game were absolutely shattered at half-time. So Windwine does come back today. I'm going to go back to the two-striker system, and Matos is going to be the advance forward. Okay, Arsenal coming forward now. Martinelli, a lovely ball over onto that side. He's going to slide that through. Is that going to be a penalty? 1 minute and 2 seconds on the clock, and a penalty's awarded. Yeah, I've got my arms folded. The controller's gone down, so you all know what that means. I'm saying nothing. So the penalty is awarded. We need a big save here from a keeper who is coming back off quite a bad 4-week injury. Is he going to be up to it? Odegaard steps forward, left-footed, and that's a good strike into the bottom corner. Can't really fault Alterio for that one. So it's Arsenal again now. Diamandi now playing the ball back to Alvarez. Timber in midfield, Fran on that right hand side, and our lads. I mean, it's a weakened team, to be quite honest. I don't really. I'm going to have to focus on the league now. I think the league is our. There's no point in. I mean, I suppose we could bust a gut in this game and try and get into that playoff. But I mean, I don't think we'll get through that. It would be a little bit of extra money, but I think the way to put money in the bank now is to try and get either first or second spot in League One Uber Eats. That will put us, directly into the Champions League for next season. I have got a little bit of money in now, has that been given offside? Oh, it's been given offside while I'm talking there. So it's still 1-0. Yeah, I've got a little bit of money now, so I can go out there and maybe bring 1 or 2 players in, or keep it in abeyance for the summer. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So 37 minutes on the clock now. There's been no more highlights at all. We have had a couple of shots in this game, so put the flags out. Very, very nearly gave the ball away there. I wish Sports Interactive would sort that out. I know what they're doing. They're trying to make it very computer gamey, but I don't like to see it. Trouble with Sports Interactive is they see something in Timbuktu that they think, oh, that's really quirky. We'll put that into our game. Yeah, put it in, but have it like once every 2 or 3 years, not every other game. Off my soapbox. Martinelli with the corner now. Into the box, and that has flipped over the top, I think. Well, firmly put in our place there. Disappointed once again, and this team needs improving. Maybe we might need to move. I mean, to be fair, the league is going very, very well, or it was until we played PSG. Maybe I might need to start thinking about a different formation tactic. I'm not sure. Maybe we have a different tactic for the Champions League. Again, I'm not too sure. Tiredness-wise, we're looking all right, though. We're not doing too bad. And it is only 1-0. So, but the stats there, 8 shots, 4 on target for Arsenal. We've had 2 shots. Whoopie-doo. Nothing on target. So still quite a bit of time in this game left to go. Brought 4 players on. Luvumbo up front, and Goma's come on. Casas in midfield. And Didario, I mean, he's not fully fit, but he's actually got more in his legs that Hamza has got at this stage of the game. So Bitsiabu has come on, the last change, 10 minutes of the game left. And it's a 1-0 loss, I think. Do we take that on the chin? I mean, 1-0 at the Emirates? Maybe not that bad. I don't know. I mean, you watch the match engine sometimes and you think we're getting absolutely trounced here. But the scoreline 1-0, quite close really. We had no shots on target once again in that game. So that's 2 games on the trot now where we've had no shots on target, and that needs remedying. And we're going to give them an angry again. I don't know what the assistant manager's on, pleased. I mean, okay, De Croc is nervous, Didario is anxious, but motivated and composed, self-assured. I don't think that's gone down too badly. And they do need a rocket. These players need to kick up the trousers when they're not playing well. And they're not playing well. Well, the Champions League campaign is not out of the window yet. There are 1 or 2 games still to be played, but I daren't press any more buttons now because the transfer window is going to shut in 3 days' time. So I can't really just keep moving the game on. I need to go and scratch my head now and have a look at the transfer window. And I've got money burning a hole in my pocket now. I need to go and spend a bit of money, or at least see if there are players around. There's no point in spending it if those players are not there. So I might hold on to it till the summer. But with 3 days of the transfer window left, I ain't pressing any more buttons. I'm going to go off camera now and, well, let's see what we can come up with. I mean, surely for that kind of money, at our level, 2 or 3 new players, maybe a wonder kid or 2. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. 2 losses, but, you know, PSG and Arsenal was always going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible, at our level at the moment. I need to upgrade this team in quite a big way, I feel, and I think that's been proved today. So very well getting the shiny green dots in the French league when you're playing teams who you're probably expected to beat, but then you come up against the teams that are really tough and you need to show your mettle. PSG, we could have gone 7 points ahead of them. No, we absolutely collapsed. We didn't have any shots on goal and it was the poorest performance of the season. And that needs to change. We'll see you very shortly with maybe 1 or 2 new players.